Dungeon Crawler Carl, and in-depth analysis. Sort. Really, it's just we're recapping the episodes with plenty of sarcasm and chaotic thoughts. But episodes 6 through 10. We'll start with episode 6. And where we left off was the restrooms. The first floor is a lot of explanation about how the dungeon works and how the game show works, etc. So the restrooms are everywhere. Why? Because the interplanetary FCC does not allow for sentient beings to relieve themselves on camera. And everything is being recorded. Doesn't get aired live until floor 2, but it is still being recorded. And if anyone decides to whiz on the walls, they will enact punitive measures. And all the restroom doors lead to the same restroom, just as all the tutorial guild rooms doors lead to the same room with Mordecai. But that's enough about the restrooms. In this same episode, Carl runs into a bug mob, and this is where we learn that the dungeon AI favors him using his unarmed feet for combat, because he tries to use 2 blunt weapons that he receives from his loot boxes, and still his feet did more damage. And continuing to smash bugs, he gets the Smush achievement for killing with his bare, beautiful feet. Well, this is more for you, to give you reminders.
I need reminders. I can remember, trust me. Out of all the that I've read, trust me, this is one that I'm not going to forget because of the achievements. Like, seriously.
This achievement gives him a damage boost as long as his foot is bare, unshod. Yes. And next we encounter our first safe room, which, okay.
Apparently she wants to go
which
to a
is
safe room.
basically a McDonald's with a play place. For a few of these, yeah, it's a McDonald's with a play place.
What?
Yeah.
More like a cat place.
But in this safe room, we meet a Babka protector, which kind of looks like a gnome. His name
You didn't mention the fact that the cat went straight to it.
Yeah.
So it's a cat. It's not for kids. It's for cats.
Well, this one.
She's taking over it.
You really stinks.
You can just place it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll just digitally.
I'll hold it and you can just.
Yeah, I'll just like put the digital.
I need a green one.
You need a green
A green one, so I can just hold it like this. You can just green screen it. Oh, you see that one?
That's the gnome. His name is Tally.
Tally or Tally? Oh, yeah,
Tally.
that's right. Tally.
He likes to cook.
Tally ho.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
So,
Here, talk to Tally.
They order food and then go to bed. And that's the end of episode 6.
Here, play on the playground. On the lizard ground. Here, play on the lizard ground.
No, episode 7.
Oh, you would want to go to episode 7.
Shower, sleep, and breakfast, which I honestly did not expect that much fan service this early, but here we are.
No, they got foot service.
You can show his back. But they eat what Tally prepared, and Donut ends up charming him for more food. Oh, charm. Wait, it's her 25 charisma at the moment.
No, this is what.
And we get a view of the stats. We are down to 4 million crawlers. Floor 1 will collapse in 3 days and 17 hours, and the premiere of Dungeon Crawler World Earth is in 12 hours. And the mention of personal spaces that can be purchased in safe rooms starting on the 4th floor. In the book, he did get some information about the personal rooms, the protector, that Tally gave him some advice. That particular conversation did not come up, but it seems that a few of the conversations that happened will come later when necessary. FYI, the first 3 floors are all tutorials. We're not there yet.
Oh.
And then we get a sneak peek of the first episode of Dungeon Crawler World Earth, which really just tries to make Earth look pretty bad by using special select footage. Propaganda at its finest.
Black Friday, Independence Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's definitely Independence Day.
Independence Day or White House Down or whatever it's called.
Angel or
like, you know what I'm talking about with the president and White House Down or Black Hawk Down or whatever it's called.
Has fallen. Something has fallen.
Yeah.
I can't remember the title. Yep, but there's also a very short explanation about how the dungeon works. Really, it's just a picture. That is all we get. Not really the full explanation. And that's it for the sneak peek. They open more loot boxes. Loot boxes can only be opened in safe rooms, by the way. This time, Carl gets torches, health potions that are green,
which is surprising because the cat's the one that only gets torches.
Some bandages, and another toe ring. Donut gets mana
I thought
potion.
you only got one toe ring.
No, he gets multiple rings.
You only see one on him.
No, he gets a few.
I don't remember him getting
Let's see. Donut gets mana potions, bandages, and a special butterfly charm. That gives her more intelligence, which means more mana for our laser-eyed cat. And Carl, who likes to talk to every NPC and learn their story, kind of like me, I like the lore, and I'm Luke Goblin. Anyway, we learned that Tally, the gnome guy, was offered up to work in the dungeon to protect his planet. Their world wasn't interesting enough for reality TV, but exploitation is a whole other ballgame. Anyway, Princess Donut is adamant about getting on the highlight reels of DCW, so they head out to find and kill a boss.
Which is surprising that they have not yet.
There's over 4 million people in the dungeon, and
I understand
people
that.
are more impressive.
But it's an AI system. You think that they would have flagged it? Like, he's technically doing everything by himself. Technically.
He's not the only one. And actually, he's not by himself. There is an actual child in there with 2 pets. And then there's a woman with 15 goats.
Oh my god.
Yes.
But he's the only one doing it barefooted.
The AI likes that. All right, episode 8, boss fight. So, leaving the safe room, they follow the ever-growing trail of scatterbugs to the boss room. It wasn't easy to find this one, which just looks like a room full, and it just looks like a room full of bugs, weak bugs, but lots of them, and trash, and lots of trash.
And he uses
to deal with the bugs,
candle.
decides it's time to start using the goblin dynamite.
He uses candles.
A very volatile and unstable explosive.
That doesn't look like explosive. It looks like a candle.
It's dynamite, right?
Looks like a candle. I'm melting.
It's goblin dynamite. He only used 1 stick, and it not only blew up all the bugs, he kind of blew himself up. He really killed himself and got tons of new skills and achievements, mostly pertaining to things going boom, and
explosive handling skill increased.
Yeah.
Dangerous explosive handling increased. Goblin explosive skills increased.
But his near-death state doesn't last long, dungeon healing and all that. So they enter the room the bugs were in and go all Loot Goblin, and what happens? Boss music literally starts.
Yeah, on the webtoon version.
The door closes in on them, and the Porter, a garbage monster that vomits scatterbugs, appears. We get player cards across the screen and everything. Boss battle!
It's beautiful.
Yep. And Carl gets the sudden realization that the Born Corporation is using the people they harvested from Earth to create creatures in the dungeon.
No se quo esta pensado mi dule pel est. I don't know.
But, I mean...
I think that's a person.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 9, the boss battle. They fumble through. Fumble a lot. Donut uses her laser eyes. Carl punches and kicks things. And he even uses a bit of chain he finds as sort of brass knuckles. Donut finally reaches the limit of her mana and can't take another potion. Interestingly enough, since she has a low constitution, her potion recovery is longer than Carl's is. But her high intelligence makes her mana recovery faster than Carl's is. In the end, after much fumbling, though, they end up toppling the monster. Then Carl can take her out.
He ends up doing it all Titan.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the creatures fit at least 15 feet tall.
Attack on Titan style. Because he used chains.
Yeah.
He didn't even keep them. That's the funny part. He wrapped himself. He wrapped his arms in the chain, which gave him a buff. But he doesn't actually keep them and use them.
Well, he does. But then he gets the gauntlet.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is the first time and the only time he's used them.
Yeah.
And the winner is.
Yeah, they win their first boss battle, but the emotional turmoil of the reality really hits Carl hard.
The Royal Court of Princess Donut.
Yes. Because that's the name of their party. Episode 10, the boss battle granted them a neighborhood map, which opened up several spots on their mini-map and showed them things including the body of another crawler.
Oh, goody.
Also, they got an achievement for defeating the boss. But before they can investigate the mysterious death of Rebecca W., they must see Mordecai. Mainly because Carl wants answers about the bosses. Mordecai explains the recycling concept. Not only are they using stuff from Earth, but also previous iterations of the game. He actually uses the word recycling. And with that, they opened their loot boxes. Donut got an exorbitant amount of torches.
Again. They didn't even use the torches.
Yeah, they do. Later on.
Not that many.
They do. A spell book for a spell called Torch that creates a light that surrounds her.
Oh, heaven forbid.
She's not too thrilled about it.
Heaven forbid. She has
Magic torch.
She needs a magic torch. So not only does she get torches, she now has the ability to make torches.
Yeah.
A magic torch.
Carl, aside from the Iron Punch achievement, he got a spell book. Tome of Wisp Armor. But his intelligence is too low for him to use it. He got more dynamite, a lighter, some gunpowder, some gunpowder, spiked knee pads, a confusing fog scroll, and confusing fog scroll and potions of iron skin. And with that, they get themselves to a safe room to watch the actual premiere of DCW. The last one was just a highlights reel or a sneak peek. This one's the actual episode, which they are not featured on, unfortunately. And then there are bug fix announcements.
No.
There are several of those throughout the dungeon. As the dungeon was started earlier, technically it's still in beta. There's tons of bugs to exploit because if you know anything about gamers, they will find exploits. But Borat patches them along the way, like the exploding bathrooms, apparently. Now, after the show, they go to locate the body of the other crawler, Rebecca W., and investigate a little, only to discover she was killed by another player. One Frank Q. We got ourselves a player killer. End episode 10.
But they showed that. Didn't they show her inventory?
She had an apple core in her inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed her. Yeah. She was completely naked, completely looted, and it said she had been killed by another crawler.
It's a good thing that actually tells you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And only an apple core had been left in her inventory. Which, interestingly enough, Mordecai mentioned this, that the other creatures in the dungeon can strip a body, but they cannot access the inventory. Only a crawler can access the inventory. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So, that's it for episodes 6 through 10.
Now we just gotta wait.
Mm-hmm.